Hi and welcome to this calculation exercise. Today we will solve a system of equations using CAPM. So prior to watching this video I recommend you to see Portfolio Theory 4 as well as a math video on system of equations. Now please pause the video and read the question.
Hi and welcome back. Now we're trying to find the expected return of the market and the risk-free rate of return by using CAPM and two assets that we already have. We have SAS and we have Axfood. And this here is given, and we also know the standard CAPM formula that you have in your formula sheet. I will start by defining what is called risk premium. We call it RP, which is basically the excess return over the risk-free rate. And using this instead, and inserting the numbers we already know, we can write up two equations. So we have the expected return of SAS, which is 9%, should, according to CAPM, be the risk-free rate of return plus beta, which is 1.4, times the risk premium. Furthermore, we also know the expected return of Axfood, which is 6%, which should also be the risk-free rate of return plus its beta, which is 0.8, times the risk premium. Not RR, RP. And of course, the risk-free rate and the risk premium does not depend on Axfood and SAS and should be the same. So we can start by calculating the expected return of SAS minus Axfood, just to make it a bit simpler. So then we get basically then this equation minus this one. So we have 9 minus 6 should be equal to RF plus 1.4 times RP minus, and I have some use brackets here, RF plus 0.8 times RP. We can now simplify and we get that 3 is equal to RF plus 1.4 times RP minus RF plus, minus plus becomes minus 0.8 times RP. We see that we have the risk-free rate of return here and here, and the risk-free rate of return minus itself will become 0. So we have that 3 is equal to, we can RF minus RF, which is 0, plus 1.4 times RP minus 0.8 times RP. And we can see that this here is 0.6 times RP. So if I get to the next board, no, that I obviously just do not do, but I can write it here instead. We have 3 is equal to 0.6 times RP. To find the RP, we just divide by 0.6 on both sides. So we get that 3 divided by 0.6 is equal to the risk premium, which is 5. Now we can insert this risk premium in the first equation, the one over here. And if we do that, we have that 9 is equal to RF plus 1.4 times 5, which is the risk premium that we have found. If we now calculate this and move it over to the other side, we have that I really need to change board, so I will erase this here. So we had 9 is equal to RF plus 1.4 times 5. We move this part over to the other side, so we have 9 minus 1.4 times 5 is equal to the risk-free rate of return. This part here is 9 minus 7, which is 2. So we know that the risk-free rate of return is equal to 2. So now the only thing left is to find the market rate of return. But we know that the risk premium, we calculated it before, RP is 5. We also know that RF is 2. And we know from the formula above that RP, sorry, it should be large P's here, or capital P's, is equal to expected return on market minus the risk-free rate. So 5 is equal to the expected return on the market minus 2. So we can take plus 2 on both sides, and we have that 7 is equal to the expected return on market. And we have hence found the answer. The risk-free rate of return is 2%, and the expected return on market is 7%. And that was all for today. Thank you very much.